I think that's something that I do like the sound of this. I like the sound of this with juice products and additive-free tobacco. You know, I guess there could be homeless people that don't even smoke tobacco. I think there are some. I'm not one of them. But you could always have like juice products and additive-free tobacco. I think that what I remember, because I went to an institution when I was about 15 years old, because well, there was a couple different things going on in my life, and so this is where I'm like this missing persons from the Sugar Ray Band, but I don't think this is what I really am. Like, I don't think there probably is not a missing persons from the Sugar Ray Band. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't think that you need to make that connection. But so at these like at an institution, like when I was like 15 years old, like you might like meet some of these hippies, is what I remember. And I don't know, man. I mean, what are we using this for? You know what I mean? Because the hippies were, at the institutions like in the 80s or in the 90s. But I was that like everybody's favorite thing or something, So if you have like juice products and chemical-free tobacco, I mean, then you don't have to take the tobacco like off the shelf, I do kind of get stuck on cigarettes out here, just because it's still the way it is with Jesus Christ, that only God is good. And I don't know, different homeless people might get stuck on different things because only God is good. And with me, that's tobacco. Probably every single one of us is a human being, at that juncture, if that's what we're calling a juncture. If this is what we're dealing with, like some kind of a juncture, for instance, where I'm stuck on my tobacco and somebody else is going to be stuck on their alcohol, and this other guy is going to be stuck on his pocket knife, and like, I mean, I just, I don't think that's the big exciting thing about our circumstances right now. You know what I mean? I think that you do not want to go driving down the street and see your long lost friend out there looking like a school mascot, being the victim of a theft crime, and just go driving down the street and telling yourself that you're going to move on with your life for the rest of your life, like some kind of a mental weirdo that forgets about who they really are, or what their potentials of being themselves are, You want to pull over to the side of the road, you want to get out of your car, and you want to say that it's you. And so I guess we could be talking about that, and we could be talking about Starbucks, And I'm not going to say that I sat around tolerating anything under these conditions that I'm looking at in Los Angeles from anybody, to be quite honest. I'm not going to say that anybody's tolerating anything from anybody right now. These are not our cracks in the sidewalk of the city that we hide out in, like with our particular way of life, you know, that we get stuck with when there is nobody or whatever for that person. It's like that you would feel a little bit less graceful. It might seem a little bit something that's not reminding you of perfect grace, but that's how you get your homeless friend off the streets. You actually pull over to the side of the road and you chase them around the block until you finally catch up with that person. For instance, you find some way to come up with your own version of acknowledgement for the people on the internet, and we probably get a little bit closer to perfect grace when all is said and done. Foxes have dens and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head.